Well, I know my dad, his education only went up to the 6th grade. So he self-educated himself. He did go in the Army when he was 18. He returned back to Chestertown at 21, and that's when my mom and him got married. Now, I can remember far back as 5.
Okay.
And that was back in the 60s, 62, 63, something like that. He had 2 stores. Both of them was grocery stores.
Yeah.
And he ran the one at the downtown area, and my mom ran the one uptown. Yes. Uptown Calvert, it was 367 Calvert Street, and it was 107 Cross Street where the other grocery store was. Well, the one on Calvert Street, we grew up there.
Okay.
Okay. It was 7 of us.
Fresh meat.
He sold fresh meat, pork chops, pig feet, and all kinds of meat, and sold cigarettes, and then the canned goods. Then I can remember the great big candy case, and the candy was a penny a piece. That in the community, a lot of people didn't have money till maybe a certain time around the month, so he would keep a book where they would come and get the groceries, but they would come and pay him on their check day. And also when he died, so many people owed him on the book. We couldn't even collect, but thousands was owed to him.
Yeah.
He was real generous.
Yeah.
It was somebody, oh my goodness. I can't even think, but it was last year they came to me and they told me, they said, I know I was one of them ones that owed your dad. I couldn't make it without him. In the stores, he purchased both stores. And after that, I'm not, or if you're familiar with Charlie Gray's, okay, that was my father's uncle.
Oh.
So it used to be row homes, houses on side of the Uptown Club and across the street from the Uptown Club. My dad owned those. The rent was something like $6 a week. I can remember at one time taking his payment, because as little kids, he started us small doing things.
Yeah.
And I would take the payment sometime to the People's Bank. And I think I used to pay a Mr. Thompson. He would say, always go to Mr. Thompson. Then he just focused on the one downtown. And he changed a lot. It went from a grocery store to where he picked geese. Yeah, and we would all go down and we would do that. He had the machine where he'd take the feathers off of the geese, and he did that. Oh, and the fish market also at that time had, And at that time I was 16 too, so we would ride down, and the men would put the big crates with the ice in our trunk, and we just bring it on in town. And then it went from there to a liquor store. And I can remember when he started. Me and my sister went down there, and he was standing behind the register, and he had 5 bottles of liquor on the shelf. And we was so tickled. We didn't want to laugh in his face, but he gonna start a business with 5 bottles of liquor. Well, a week went past, and we went back down, and it was stocked with everything. And it was just so amazing. Like, once it's there, once it's not there, then it's there. Yeah, so, yeah. And he ran the liquor store until he died. And, he would never stop. He just push, till he got things done. Even if he didn't have it at that time, he wasn't going to stop. He going to keep on pushing until he got what he wanted. Okay, my mom and my dad, they taught me a lot as we were growing into the business world. And I looked up to them, and they taught me never to give up, to keep pushing for what you want. At the